You're listening to Having Words. Usually it's myself, Josh, and my friend Aidan, and my friend Tom. But unfortunately, for the first time ever, my friend Tom isn't here, so we're stuck with Aidan and two people that's never been on the podcast before.
Never been on.
We've got my lovely and my excited friend, Joe.
Hey!
And also Joe's close and crazy friend, William St. James.
Bonjour.
Firstly, such a lovely name.
Thank you.
And thank you for being on the podcast, you too.
Thanks for having
chose
us.
it myself.
I didn't choose his name himself.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
As coming out of the womb, mother.
Yeah.
I want
Mother,
this name.
I bestow upon myself. William.
Get back in there.
That's a task. That's a big task.
Before we begin, first of all, I have some rapid fire questions so the audience can kind of know your vibes. Okay, we're going to start with Aidan first of all, because Aidan's done this before, and everyone loves hearing Aidan's voice. Okay, so can one of you two count me down on asking Aidan's these rapid fire questions?
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how cool are you?
6.
What is the first thing you notice about the opposite sex?
Eyes.
Use one.
Really?
Yes. Personality.
I like how you can see that.
Use one word to describe your computer ability.
Inept.
If you could be any nationality, what would it be?
English.
If you were stranded on a tropical island, what 2 things would you want with you?
Toothbrush and... I don't know, a football.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough. That was it.
Who are you going to play with?
Well, myself. That'd be right, do some keep you happy. I probably should have chosen food or something.
Yeah.
There's no toothpaste.
But at least you can
Then again,
keep
Tom
your-
Hanks survived because of that football that he bought.
That's it.
But he also had a pen to draw a face on it.
Yeah, all you have is a toothbrush.
Yeah. At least you can brush it.
Don't really need a toothbrush, do you? I don't know why I chose that.
You said what? You said 6 out of 10 for how cool you were.
Yeah, I don't want to overdo it, do you?
Are we talking temperature here? Or like credibility, street cred?
I'm not 10.
Yeah.
I'd say that I'm kind of cool. But you
Yeah.
wouldn't say, oh man, he's well cool. I'd say he's an alright guy.
Yeah, when I think Aidan, I think well cool. I think, you know what? Yeah.
He's an alright guy.
Yeah,
So 6, slightly cooler than 5.
I agree. Give or take 3. Take 3. Okay, next, Joe.
Yes.
Rapid fire
I'm very
questions.
excited about this.
Aidan, count us down.
3, 2, 1.
What is your biggest addiction?
Caffeine.
Finish the question. When I dance, I look like...
A penguin.
What is your favourite joke?
Oh, that's really... I don't
That's
have a
not
favourite
bad.
joke. I was going to say my life, but you just ruined it.
That counts. How many books have you read so far this year?
9.
Jeez. If you were famous, what would you be famous for?
Entertaining the world.
There we go. Very nice. I like that. Biggest addiction, caffeine.
Yeah, mate, I've got a really bad addiction to
Oh
caffeine.
no. Just
I
don't have any
love
coffee
stuff.
today. Wait, how many coffees have you had today?
I'm on my 3rd or 4th
Oh,
coffee.
Joe. That's ridiculous.
It's a way of the world. I like it. It makes my brain work faster. I can think of more cool things to do.
Do you not crash harder though?
No, just keep going.
Just keep going. Keep
keep
going.
going.
My
up until bedtime.
sleep's really good. To be fair, I normally have like maybe 3 a day. So weekends are different.
Oh my god.
Get
The
used
most
to
I've ever
weekend.
had in one day is 2, and I got myself ill from that. I had tonsillitis because
Oh,
I had 2 coffees and
Caused by-
overdid myself.
Was it a
Because
second-hand
like
coffee?
non-stop. Yeah, it was off the street, but
Yeah.
but no, it's because I was like I was like non-stop working and doing stuff and trying to like it was ridiculous.
Wow.
Not good.
No.
Don't stay up all night.
I
trying
need to
design
quit.
a logo.
I need to quit that habit.
Do it. Get rid of all those coffees in the cupboard. He's like,
They're right.
he's like, I'm not.
Absolutely not. When they're gone, I finish coffee.
Okay, James.
Not James.
It's Will.
I know,
My
but
fault. My name is 2 first names.
exactly. I'll start calling you Saint.
Please do.
Yeah? So is it Saint or is it ST?
Depends what mood I'm in. Normally it's St James. Sometimes it's St James.
Wait, so what mood do you have to be in for one or the other?
I don't know, just so I can't be bothered. I'm like, St James. You know, just falls off the tongue. Whereas, you know, if I'm feeling fancy,
Yeah, of
which,
course.
you know, happens from time to time.
Of course.
It's St James.
Yeah.
Yeah. When making an impression, St James.
Saint.
Yes.
Aidan, can you count us down?
3, 2, 1.
What was your favourite cartoon show growing up?
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yes! We spoke about that last week as well. It's great. What is one of the things you would put on your bucket list?
Skydive?
No chance. That's like literally, you could. That's just my greatest fear: falling from a great height and facing the ground.
So you put not doing that on your bucket list.
Yes, that would be it. I don't know if it was something. Probably drive a Formula 1 car.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Into the wall, no doubt.
What is your lifelong dream? Could be something.
Lifelong dream. Build a successful business, travel the world.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Good dream. What is one thing you own you wish you didn't? One thing you own you wish you didn't.
Oh man, there's so many things. No, I'm joking. I don't really know.
You just pointed to Joe.
I've got a cough. I don't know if there is something I wish I didn't own.
Oh, that's fair enough. There doesn't have to be something.
Yeah.
Just you failed.
Good to know. Thanks.
If a movie was made of your life, what genre would it be, and who would play you?
Oh god, I'd want it to be Jim Carrey.
Of course. He's amazing.
Genre, just like hopefully comedic chaos.
Oh, not Greek tragedy. Okay.
No.
Great. That was it. 5 rapid fire questions
I like
each.
that.
That was good.
Okay, nice.
Very intense.
Yeah.
Like the warm-up game as well.
God, I
of
really
1
had
to
to use
20.
my brain.
That was tense.
Yeah, you had very different questions.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the plane island question for me, because I would take fuel and an aeroplane.
Yeah.
And I would have got my ass out of there. Pretty darn quick, proud of you.
Meanwhile, Aiden's looking up with his tooth.
Very white teeth, but
I'm
nothing
so
else.
stupid.
I don't know. I really don't know. That's like the last thing you should want. I take bad dental hygiene if I can have some food.
Valid.
And maybe a friend. I didn't even bring a friend.
You didn't do.
Oh.
Because essentially they are food as well.
If it comes down to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Cannibalism, dual purpose business.
That's why I have so many friends. Just in case one day.
Just in case.
What's that?
Sorry, no, that's my imagination playing tricks on me again.
You said definitely not skydiving, so do you have a fear of heights?
Do you know, it's really weird. So I'm good at, like, if I'm on a plane and I look out the window, that doesn't freak me out. In fact, I kind of go, wow, that looks really cool. But like, I think it's just, for me, it's the fear of falling. I don't know what it, and I get it even just like, you know, walking through the street. The idea of falling is so horrifying.
Oh, I really hope I don't fall over
It's
today.
like, yeah, that could be like, and I'm always tripping and falling over, but I just find that to be terrifying. Couldn't think of it worse.
Of course.
That's debilitating.
It really is.
So you just spend your entire life sat down.
Just sort of crossing the road. Oh my god, no, I might fall.
I might fall down the drain.
Lying in bed. What if I fall in my dream?
Do you know, I've done that, and it's scary. Like when you have you heard that rumour? Well, I don't know if it's rumour. It's probably some sort of bullshit myth, but it's like if you're falling in your dream, or like, and you're like, I don't know, falling through the sky.
Yeah.
If you actually hit the ground, you die in real life. And I think that just makes me.
Did you hit the ground?
Hmm?
Did you hit the ground?
No,
Oh,
no.
you're not
I nearly
dead
did.
right now.
I was like, oh my god!
Yeah.
And then you wake up and you're just like, you know, you're in
That's
sweats.
awful.
You just can't cope. It's I've had that a few
I'm
times.
scared of the ground. Trying to get out of bed and
The floor is armour! The floor is armour!
always. Always. Oh my. That's
Everything is
so
armour.
scary.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's really weird.
But obviously, you've been skydiving, Joe.
Yeah, I did a skydive because I had a fear of heights.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I do a skydive...
Just going to throw that out there. That's not how I'm going to accomplish that.
That's what I said to him. I was like, you need to do it because... But it felt amazing. I like landed. I was like, the best
You
feeling.
hit the ground.
I hit the ground.
Sweet release.
But I slid across the grass and it was lush.
Okay, nice.
It was so good. Like,
Beautiful.
such a good feeling.
Like that scene in Matilda. Do you know the bit where
Yes.
Miss Trumple's throwing the kid out the class and she just lands in like a flower pit?
It's so good.
It's really weird.
Can't say
Really
I
weird.
remember that, sorry.
But like, I still can't believe I know someone that's done skydiving. That's incredible.
I'll show you the video later.
How high did
Have
you
you?
go?
15,000 feet?
Not for me.
3 foot.
Yeah. It was actually... I just jumped off my bed.
Had a parachute on as it counts.
Yeah.
That's so high up. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It was
Would you now that you've done that? Do you feel like your fear's gone,
I would
or
definitely
is it
do.
even worse?
Yeah. I was petrified like every day now. I would do it daily if I could.
What?
Every morning.
Now that I've done it, I would definitely
That's
skydive out of my bed every day.
Have we done
If my pet was on an airplane, I would jump out.
I'd like to see a comparison of both your mornings. Is Joe in a plane and you like can't touch the floor?
I'm going to south camp on the floors today.
Help! Oh my god! So would you want to now do bungee jumping or something else? Or is
that's
bungee,
probably
I just-
child's play, right? Bungee jump.
Bungee jump's not.
That's more dangerous.
I can't commit to that. Yeah.
That's too much.
Oh.
I just think I'll
that'd be
get
easier.
whiplash. I don't need
Bloody
but
neck.
with skydive, if it ends, like it ends. But I mean, bungee's too close.
And also, if you die, you're just hanging there. Someone has to pull you up.
I mean, how like awkward would that be? Like, do you know what I mean? Revisiting the footage of that, like, whoa.
Is
I
it?
feel like if I ever did get up in a plane now to do a skydive, your sort of echoey words in my mind of like, if it ends, it ends.
Yeah, I should write a book on it. Like,
If it ends, it ends.
yeah,
Skydive.
That's good.
Yeah, if it ends, it ends.
It's quite
I like
punchy. Yeah.
it could work. We should try it.
Maybe.
So obviously you two, I want to sort of talk about you two right now because you're here and you're the special guests. Obviously,
amazing.
Will,
Special guests.
very last minute special guest.
Yeah. I think
Which is
just so
fine.
you know, about half an hour before this got recorded.
It's like, oh, Joe's going to be on, I've written it so it worked really well with 3 people. Oh, Will's going to join. Oh, huh, cool. Okay.
You just redo
I
it.
cried.
Okay.
Solid 3 hours before you got here.
Nice.
Even though I only found out half an hour beforehand. That's fine. You two you have projects that you're doing. You have a business. Will.
Yes.
And Joe, you have lots of creative projects and a lot of stuff that you want to do. If you two could summarize yourself in a short paragraph, how would you do that?
Caffeine led.
Oh, right. But just copy and pasted loads of times.
loads of
into-
times.
into a
I just want to create massive change and movement
Yeah.
in my own life and also people around me, and hopefully they can then create movement around them, and it's like a dominoes effect.
And obviously you're doing that through
The kindfulness store.
the Kindfulness Store. Yeah.
What's that?
What is that?
What is that?
Tell me more.
So the kindfulness store is something Will and I are working on together, and Esme, who you spoke to earlier.
Yeah, rudely interrupted our podcast just now. That's fine. She's now fired.
Now she's not working on it. Yeah.
Delete. Control Alt delete that conversation. So basically, it is currently just an Instagram page. So go and like, share, comment, and subscribe to that page. But it's like a movement of. It's going to be like collective. How would you describe it? Currently, it's
It
just
is.
a quote page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is going to be like sharing kindness.
In one
and
word,
things.
it's going to be a movement.
It's going to be a
We
kindness.
very much
movement.
feel
Yeah.
it to be the case. The world
That's so
needs
cool.
this change, and we're here to deliver it. That's
Yeah.
our brief.
Just little random acts
So,
of
yeah.
kindfulness.
Yeah. So, like you were saying, obviously, it's something that you can do to encourage other people to be kind, or you're kind to them, and then as kind of like a payment, they need to be kind to someone else.
Yeah, it's going to cover everything. So we want to be kinder to people. We
Yeah.
want to encourage them to be kind to other people as well,
Yeah.
and just like to create a movement of
Yeah.
like random acts of kindness, which everyone's heard of.
Yeah.
But just to like really push it, and then I reckon we could go around the world with this. As in,
Oh,
the
that'd
whole
be lovely.
movement, kindness store, could be worldwide
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a short amount of time.
That's so exciting as well.
Yeah, it's
I
really,
like
really
that.
cool.
That's really exciting. So I'm going to put up a post on our Instagram. So check out our Instagram of you two and links to all of the things that you're working on, the
Amazing.
projects and everything.
Amazing.
So if you're listening and want to check them out, which you should do, I'm looking at the mic like it's the audience, which you should do.
You should.
Then go to Instagram at Having Words. And obviously, Will, you've got your business,
Yes, yeah.
which is amazing and scary, like you said earlier.
Absolutely terrifying and the most amazing thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
A beautiful blend of both.
Yeah.
So so it's a marketing agency. So I set it up 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, it kind of got born from just the fact that I genuinely just hated the idea of working for someone else. Like, I'd never had a good experience, hence why I've been fired 3 times.
Oh no!
Yeah. Just can't hold down a job. So yeah, I thought I'd make up one for myself and try and see how far we can go.
That's
But,
You
yeah.
can't fire yourself, can you?
No.
Eliminate
So
that
really,
bottleneck.
what I found is what we call a win-win. So,
Never
so
fired.
yeah, I can have as many lines as I want. I can't get fired. I mean, it's the dream.
Still need to do stuff though and make a living.
Oh, absolutely.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. Like, now and then.
So what is, obviously going into this, you already knew it was going to be a massive challenge and a big step forward into like this unknown fog of this making your own business. What is something now that you could tell yourself before doing that as like some sort of advice or some sort of guidance?
I guess for me it was just, the biggest thing was why I didn't do it sooner.
Yeah.
Because although it is, terrifying and it took a lot of kind of guts and stuff, but I think that it's, I kind of said it to a lot of people that are sort of sat on the edge of pursuing their dream. It's just, just go for it. And it sounds really cheesy, but I think for me it's sort of, I was always worried about, I don't have so much in savings, or like, I was just kind of, almost worrying about all the stuff that could go wrong. But I suppose, whether you give it a go now or later, you'll never have to experience that stuff. So, do it while you're young, make a mistake. If it goes belly up, then at least you've got time to fix it. But, I mean, for me, it's just, it's been an amazing experience. And I think I guess it's almost a regret that I didn't do it sooner.
Yeah.
Because, it's sort of how far I've come personally and professionally in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Imagine that if, you kind of how much further on could I have been if I did it a year ago or a year sooner than I did.
Yeah, and it's good to reflect on that, but it's also like, now's your moment. Like, you've started that now, which is incredible. Yeah. I know that with the podcast, Aidan Thomas and I, we were planning it, I was planning it for so long, and we were like, okay, we'll call it this week, and we kept pushing it back because we wanted everything to be perfect. But what I had to keep telling myself was, we just need to release something. As soon as we release something, nothing's going to be perfect when you first start off. It's what you build on top of that. It's how the experiences you get and everything.
You continually improve, right? Like from the very first, like if you looked at the first podcast you did to the one now, it's probably 100 times better.
Especially with us in it.
Yeah,
exactly. First
with the cherry on top.
One.
But I think even for me as well, like work-wise, I'd look at something that I produced 2 years ago for a client, I'd be like, oh my god, I can't believe I put that out under my own name. Whereas now I'm just like, it's always, always pursuing the next best thing, right? So that's what's exciting, keeps you going.
Exactly, yeah. It's like awesome. The constant challenge of like your own pressure almost on yourself. Like, I want to try and be the best person that I can be.
There's actually a book I read.
What?
Shocker.
One of the 9 you've read this year.
When I say read, I read the cover, and I was like, I think it's enough. And it's called Start Now, Get Perfect Later, which is exactly what you were saying, Josh.
Preach, I like that.
Where it's like, if you got an idea, like the amount of people that just put things off and like procrastinate and end up never doing the thing that they wanted to achieve in life. Yeah. Just start now and get perfect.
Just do it. Go. Yeah.
I feel like I've read that book now. I feel like the title. No, I feel like the title says, "Oh, that's."
The author really screwed himself over, didn't he?
He did. He should have said, "Start now, get." Which would have been ironic in itself.
Only one page. It's like,
put it back on the shelf.
Great, thanks. Aidan, with kind of your reflectiveness over the last 15 episodes, how do you feel like you've improved or changed or maybe gotten worse? I don't think you've gotten worse over the last 15 episodes.
Never said I got worse. I don't know. I feel like doing this podcast it's not something I normally would do, talking to people or anything like that. So it's forced me to grow as a person, and as well as to become almost more content. It's really odd because all I'm doing is talking to a microphone, but it's sharing my ideas and not really, not caring.
Yeah.
But just saying this is what I think. That's just how I think. Just because it's slightly different to you, that's not bad. It's just different, and this is a really good avenue for me to do that. And it's just really helped me personally. I can just be more honest and not worry so much about what other people think.
And I think
I still haven't shared it though.
It's like
a bit nervous for that.
It's like another really interesting way that you never really saw for a way for you to express yourself.
Yeah, that's really fair actually. Yeah. That's really
I know from an outside point of view that Aidan, since the URF days, University Radio Falmer, when I dragged you on, we discussed this in the first ever episode of Having Words, which was on the I'll Be Damned, my radio show that I have for uni. How Aidan didn't know he was going to be live on air until like 2 minutes before.
2 minutes before I was on.
It was amazing because I was like, hey, we're going to record our first podcast in here, and then Aidan was like, hang on, isn't this where you do your radio at 5 o'clock? And he checked his watch. He's like, oh my god, it's
almost 5 o'clock. He closed the door behind me, locked it, and that was it.
He went bright red.
I did. I was like a lobster.
Yeah,
and
amazing.
Never more nervous in my life.
You did great though.
Do you like the pressure?
I think I hated the pressure at the time, but when I look back on it, I think that's what made me do okay.
You did really good. I think everyone needs that kind of push out of their comfort zone every so often to kind of learn how they can self-improve themselves and everything. And so that's, with you, it was less of a push, it was more of like, I'm going to try and pull you and Tom towards what I want to do.
Yeah.
And you guys will be included, and that kind of opened you up to a new kind of passion or hobby.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I do enjoy doing these episodes. I think it's just even if we haven't really got much planned, it kind of just flows.
It does.
It's just a good time.
Yeah.
Just have a good time. You might enjoy it, might not.
Yeah, speaking of
fine.
that, we
I'm
don't have
having a good
anything
time.
planned for the rest of this. No, I'm joking. We do have stuff planned.
So, the Kindfulness store. Yeah?
Yeah.
I've just got a text off Esme. You're so dead.
You're like, no, you are.
Yeah.
You're fired. So yeah, the Kindfulness store, sharing random acts of kindfulness. So the other day I was going through Instagram and I saw, it's basically the purpose of it is like small little acts of kindness that you can do that can change someone's life potentially. And there was a girl that was quite sort of down, you could tell that from her post on Instagram, and I just commented on behalf of the Kindfulness store. I'm just like, you're doing a great thing, keep positive, keep your chin up, and because you're appreciated.
And how long did that take you to do that?
It literally took under a minute to write that, and the impact that would have had on her life could potentially be life changing maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I felt good for doing it, but actually I think that it's more how you can make someone else feel good.
And if they feel good,
themselves.
then they're going to want to make other people feel good as well.
Yeah, it's just
so
a
it's
chain reaction. It keeps going.
Literally.
Jinx.
Have you guys ever had that before where you feel like you've done something nice for someone that could have gone a long way, or someone's done something nice to you?
Do you know, I did. I had a really weird situation. This was probably like 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
But I was in McDonald's. Surprise, always there.
I ordered a Big Mac.
Yeah, I mean, what
Big
was going
Mac.
through my mind? But it was really weird. So I just went through the drive-through,
Yeah.
and I kind of thought I got to the point where you pay, you sort of tap your cards, and I said, how much is the person's order behind? Obviously, don't know who that person is, never met them, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, it's like £7. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And I paid for their food. And it was like so weird. Normally what I try and do, because I've done this a couple of times, I get such a kick out of it. Because I'm like, oh my god, this is like, they could beat me up, they could say thanks, I have no idea. It's quite a tense experience.
You're adrenaline.
What you try and do is you sort of wait at the pay station for as long as you can, and then shoot to the next window, grab your bag and go, because then you avoid any issue.
Yeah.
But that day, quite bad traffic. Obviously, a lot of people decided they also wanted a Big Mac. So I did that, and basically we were trying to get out of the car park, and the lady sort of pulled up and parked in the little
She pulled in front of you.
and then she came over, and she was like almost in tears, and she was like, "Oh my god, thank you so much." That's so kind. Like, essentially, just almost asking like, "Why did you do that?"
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Hey, everyone needs to kind of do a good deed and things like that." And she was genuinely so touched.
Yeah.
But it's kind of made me want to do it again, so I probably will do soon.
That's incredible.
Next
oh my
time at
god.
McDonald's,
Yeah.
part behind. She lucky
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Follow you there.
I don't know what I would have done if the McDonald's person was like, yeah, it's like 40 quid. I'd be like, no, tomorrow.
Yeah. How about the car behind that one?
Yeah. Can we just leapfrog this like 5 cars
Keep going
behind?
back.
Yeah, but like that was a really weird.
That's
kind of-
incredible,
I guess
yeah.
it's kind of practicing kindness.
And how did that make you feel? Was it like...
Do you know, I was really taken back that she had that reaction.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I don't know if this is good or
Yeah.
bad. But like I was, at the same time, I knew it helped her in some way.
Yeah.
Or I guess because she was so emotional, that maybe that it actually was a bit of a saving grace and she didn't really expect it. So yeah, really, really cool.
Yeah.
So I'd honestly employ anyone to do that if they're
Yeah.
feeling a little bit frivolous. But
Yeah, wow,
it's
oh my
quite
God.
cool.
That's-
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought to do that as well. To be like, hey, I'll pay for the other person's...
I only did it because I saw it, I think, of all places on like Facebook and BuzzFeed or something.
Yeah.
Something about a chain that had happened in America where someone did it at like I don't know, kind of like a Burger King, I guess.
Yeah.
And basically there was I think it was about 18 cars in this chain that, so someone kickstarted it, paid it forward. The car that came behind, they were like, oh, my food's paid for, so I'll pay for the guy behind.
Wow.
And literally 18 cars later, there's like a blog on it somewhere.
Oh my God.
But I was like, I'm going to do that.
That's
one day.
really- oh my
But,
God.
imagine if you started a chain, how good would you feel?
Yeah.
That's
that would be
thought-provoking.
amazing.
That's
I
what
bet-
we
So,
want to do, I guess,
yeah.
with this idea.
Yeah.
On a
Absolutely.
worldwide scale.
Yeah.
And in a way as well, like we kind of had it this morning. So me and Joe went for a walk just down the beach and just had a kind of catch up and a coffee.
Yeah.
Probably little break, sort of.
Of course.
So we did that, but it was it doesn't, kindfulness I suppose doesn't actually have to be you buying something like someone's McDonald's. It's like, I think we literally just spoke to a guy who's got this garage near the beach that we went to, and they just sell like really mad cars, like they're just so cool, like real classics and sports cars. And we just got talking to the guy, just sort of having a look around and sort of dribbling on all the merchandise. And we just kind of got chatting to him and, just sort of asked him how he was doing. And then sort of one thing led to another. And then he was like firing up all the engines in the cars. And honestly, like it was incredible. Like we got to see like all the Ferraris and stuff. But it was just like, that was just through the power of words.
Yeah.
We got that experience.
It's like that opportunity because of one, literally, conversation. One
Absolutely.
line. Literally.
And I got to like rev up the cars and everything. I was like
nice.
a little 4-year-old.
I crashed through them, but the point is...
And you think all that kind of was from was us saying hi.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't get a lot of conversation because he's sort of tucked away at the back of his garage and working away. But for us, it was awesome.
Do you think
really
in that situation a lot of people were held back from the fear of talking to someone to even explore the options that things could go well?
Yeah, I think in today's age, this is a bit deep, but
this
all started because of a conversation I had with a lady in the gym.
Yeah.
So I was literally, she was behind the counter and I just said hello to her, how's her day? She like looked up in shock and I was like, what? Why are you right? She's like, yeah, I'm just really shocked that you asked me how my day was. I was like, really? That's bizarre. And then I got thinking, like, these days, everyone's so busy on their phones, looking down all the time, they don't see what's around them and stuff. And actually just having a conversation just means a lot, doesn't it? It means a lot to a lot of people. And she was just shocked. Now every day I go in there, I chat to her. It's nice. We just have like a good rapport now.
Yeah.
But just hopefully that has led to a movement of her saying, hey, how's your day? To just a random person.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So
it's really nice. It's really powerful stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Aidan was saying about his experience.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I was, yeah. So I was probably 17, so I just got my car and everything with my first job.
21 now.
Yeah, right. 21 now. So just finished my shift, used to work in a Chinese restaurant, get paid cash at the end of the night. Walking home, I was like, oh, brilliant, I've got enough money for petrol. That's my £40, I'll do what I want with that. And then outside the streets, but it's gone 11 at this point, it's about 11:30, homeless man, sleeping on the floor. I was like, he's outside a food shop, but he doesn't actually have anything with him. He's just got a sleeping bag. So I thought I'd try and wake him up. So I said, hello, you're right. No response whatsoever. But I sort of took a minute and I was like, this guy really doesn't have anything. So I opened my wallet, £10. It's enough to get him food for the next day. Hopefully he'll appreciate it. I didn't wake him up or anything. I just slid it under his bag so that it was a nice and heavy bag, so it's not going to fly away. I never know if he got it or not, but I'm hoping that he woke up that day. And the next day I was like, oh, wow, I can go get myself a drink, I can get some food.
It's so nice.
So yeah, I don't know. Just at the time, I was like, I don't actually need this money. I'd saved up a bit. I don't need it. Yeah. I'm just gonna give some away because it's going to do him way better than it's going to do me. It's just going to go on sweets if I use it. Sweets and chocolate.
Definitely would have done for me.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm hoping that it made some difference in some way.
Definitely. Put a smile on his face, I'm sure.
Well,
especially
even
like
that would be great. Yeah.
In his situation, it might be more difficult for him to pass that on. But it's the fact that you still did that.
Yeah, but you shouldn't always expect anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
I think that's kind of the definition of it, isn't it? Is doing things without an expected return.
Altruism.
It's altruism. We were saying about this earlier, but it's like there's just something magical about that. I think it's really, really nice.
Like it's always great if you can create a chain, but that shouldn't be the focus. It shouldn't be like, oh, I'm doing this to make sure that you follow this on. It's not like that at all, is it?
Yeah.
It's just doing it.
I've also been on the receiving end of it. So someone ran an act of kindness for me, literally the smallest thing in the world. It's kind of similar to your one actually, Joe. So I was having a bit of a rubbish day. I was walking through town. I was on my own. I was just going home or whatever. And I was sort of looking down, not looking too happy. And then this random person, never met him in life, some older gentleman, he went, excuse me, and I was like, oh, yeah, hello, what can I do? What do you want, basically?
Yeah.
A bit miserable. And he was like, I just wondered if you're okay. And I was like, it really took me back. And I was like, do you know what? I wasn't okay, but the fact that someone asked me if I was okay, who knows nothing about me, doesn't know anything to do with me, asked how I was and showed that he cared. And I was like, do you know what? My day's actually much better now. And I just said, thank you so much. He was like, look after yourself. And it was literally maybe 5 words between us. But that instantly made me feel so much better. I was like, shoulders were back and I was walking home. I was like, oh, smile on my face the whole way. It was great, honestly.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's mental how
it works.
A few words can literally change someone's day. And I've experienced it firsthand, so I can really vouch what you're doing is actually amazing. Like this kindfulness thing is really cool.
Let's get people doing it.
Honestly, it's really
Start
cool.
the movement.
Genuinely.
I know that for myself, I've been in quite a difficult place mentally at the moment, and it's made me think a lot about my friends who are in situations, and they might be in situations where they don't want to speak to anyone. And so I messaged one of my friends who, the last time I saw him a few months ago, he was feeling very down because of he received some very sad news, And so I messaged him last night, actually. I messaged him just saying like, hey, last time we spoke, I understand you weren't too happy. I hope everything's okay now. If you ever want to talk to like me, someone outside like the friendship group and what might be happening, like anything. And he's like, thank you, that means so much. And like maybe we can just chat on the phone or something. And like I did that because I know I've kind of experienced what it might be like to be in his situation. Companionship or speaking to someone might be what you need, but it's not anything which you think that you need or that you want to go out and grab. I think receiving it for me would be when a few weeks ago I was very upset and I think I was holding it all in, and I went into my work. And my boss, she could see that I wasn't she was like, something's wrong. She was like, are you okay? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fine. And she came over and hugged me, and I instantly started crying. And I was like, oh my God, like I was definitely holding that in, like, jeez. So I think,
just having that human contact, it's just nice, isn't it? Yeah. Speaking to someone.
And you just don't really realise it as well. Like what you were saying, you probably didn't realise the impact you didn't realise the impact somebody saying, are you okay?
No, literally had no idea that words had that much power in that moment. I was like, wow, that's changed everything. My perspective's way different. I feel so much better.
Amazing.
It's funny, you don't realise you need it, but then someone will come along and just reach out, and it's just everything's way better. I think everyone needs a little help every now and then.
Of course,
absolutely. Yeah.
Everyone needs a hug.
Yeah.
Even if it's a word.
A word hug.
Verbal hug.
Yeah, verbal hug. You don't want to get in trouble. You know? Be around hugging strangers.
We do not advise that. No, that's probably the opposite. But
that makes me reminds me of what that campaign that David Canberra did once, like Hug a Hoodie. It was like his outrage. Oh. Did you hear about it?
I think because of the rep people wearing hoodies got. Yeah,
exactly. And it's just like, I mean, there are a million ways that could go wrong. But you would hope. I mean, hopefully the spirit in which he said that would.
The idea of it, exactly.
But for some reason it just made me think of Hug a Hoodie.
When that was around, I was found in Primark just hugging a load of hoodies on the hangers. I didn't have
too literal. Yeah, very different.
I've got kicked out of Primark, so.
You're banned now.
Hey, it's Josh here. Thanks for listening so far. This is the end of part 1 of 2 with our podcast with Joe and Will. In the second half, we play our competitive games where Joe, Will and Aidan will have to pitch to me a movie idea after I give them a celebrity or actor's name, a genre and a randomly generated object. Be sure to check out part 2, but if you can't right now, make sure you follow Will and Joe's Kindfulness movement on Instagram at KindfulnessStore. And lastly, thank you to everyone that has listened to the podcast so far and supported us. It means so much to us. We are not giving up anytime soon, and we have some very exciting content in the works. So stay tuned.